$344. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I don't care what picture of our city we take. It's always gorgeous. But that sky might mean a little something different to people in just a few weeks here. Skydeck Chicago at Willis Tower now, giving people a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I want to bring in Skydeck's General Manager, Randy Stanchik, to tell me about what you all are offering couples who are expecting. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. We have a unique opportunity being at the top of the city to do a gender reveal contest with our antenna colors. We light our antenna colors, many different colors throughout the year. It's a lot of fun for us, but we thought let's make it personal. We give couples the chance to pick their color, pink or blue, and what we're looking to do is to basically you go to our Instagram page at Skydeck at Chicago, go to our Instagram bio, click your entry, and we're going to raffle it off on the 24th of November with the winner getting it on the 25th. They'll have 6 months to find a date based on availability, and we'll be able to broadcast it from the top with the beautiful blue or the beautiful pink or both colors if they're expecting twins of different sexes. Really have some fun with this and see it for up to 50 miles from the top of the tower.
So is it just for one couple, one lucky couple, or are you going to do it for multiple couples?
One lucky couple. You know, we have a pretty full schedule throughout the year, and we love being the city's cheerleader. We love being able to broadcast, whether it's sporting events, charitable causes, but the calendar's pretty full, and we're going to start out with one lucky winner, and then hopefully they'll do it with a great vantage point of the tower, which there are all over the city. And we thought, really, let's connect a little bit more with everyone in the city.
Absolutely. I think this is awesome. I can't wait for it to happen. So the entries are open now, right?
Absolutely. They're open now. And we're getting quite a few, and we'll take them all the way through the 24th with the winner picked on the 25th.
Are there any other details that, people could misunderstand or not know about?
You know, the contest is straightforward. You know, Skydeck is a pretty romantic place. People come on their dates. They start, up to dates with maybe a dinner here. They could get engaged here. We do a lot of wedding proposals. And now, of course, this could be a byproduct of all that, too. So we're really having some fun working through it. It's a very simple, straightforward contest. The skydeck.com will have some information, but also Instagram, Skydeck Chicago's Instagram page. Basically hit the Instagram bio page, drop your entry in, and we'll let you know if you won on the 25th.
Okay, I have a techie over here who has lots of questions about the bulbs or even how you're able to light them up.
It used to be a very manual process. It took our electricians two electricians about 4 hours to replace these very huge theatrical gels over what would be almost like the bat signal. You'd put them on, you'd clamp them on. They'd have to go out there in all different weather conditions. Put them on there. We're now on an LED system. This is great. It's on our desktop here in the office, and we're able to work a variety of colors. You'll see the static colors. You'll see the dynamic movement between the two antenna. It looks a little different from different spots, even like some of the colors look different when you're looking at it from other angles. But then we have that motion element too. So we have a lot of fun with them, a lot of great causes. And a lot of people ask me, what's it for tonight? And the skydeck.com has that listed on the top. Tonight's antenna colors are blank in honor of blank. It's really a great thing. And again, we love broadcasting out. And if you can see the top of the antenna, like most people can from the city, it senses a lot of pride in us, and we're very, very happy to do this.
I've definitely been one of those wanderers before, like, what are those colors for? Okay, so now I'm going to have to go on the website and look at that list there. What colors are they currently for tonight?
I believe that they're set up for red and blue. I have to double check that, but I think this is something that's exciting for us, and we can change them based on different requests we get from places at the city, charitable causes, and everything else.
Yeah, and so the red and blue would be for like a carryover from Veterans Day?
I believe that it's still set for that. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And you have the 10th annual Love on the Ledge. Tell me about some other things going on.
Yeah, we have some really great stuff happening. We opened up our Love on the Ledge contest. It'll be our 10th annual, as you mentioned. We give lucky listeners the chance to actually, our guests can come in and they can basically do a vow renewal or get married. We provide everything. everything down to the pastor, to the music, to the venue, to the champagne, to the overnight before that. We picked 4 lucky couples. We put out a solicitation for love, and we start getting them come in. There's some really heartwarming stories that come in. There's a lot of people who have a lot of connections to the tower. That's not a requirement, but really you start to see what this place means, the tower means to people, and through their stories. And then, of course, you get to see it on February 9th when we do the ceremonies before we open on that weekend of Valentine's Day.
Oh, my goodness.
It's incredible. It's very heartwarming. You see this. We have a lot of great couples that give us stories after the fact. And it's an honor to be a part of that.
Tell me some of the stories from years past.
Well, we've had people who had first dates here. That's a pretty common one. The first dates that came here. We've had a few people in the last few years that will do online dates that come here as well. We've had people who have been deployed in the military, who Chicago was their home. We've had people where Chicago has been their middle point for a lot of folks. Just some great stories over the years that warm your heart. Some folks that had children before and they never got around to having the formal ceremony or any ceremony for that matter. So they'll bring their kids back to the ceremony. So it goes on and on and on, but it's really heartwarming, and we're expecting to see a slew of great stories again.
Yeah.
This year.
Do you get some people who are doing it as they're overcoming the fear of heights?
And that's typical. When you get on the ledge, you take a couple steps on, and again, the ledge had been engineered for over 1.5 years, and it's just not natural. We built it to be experiential, which means we removed a lot of the steel that looks like it should have been support, but it's totally supported. It's just hidden. They're a little hesitant sometimes. They don't want to necessarily go out there, but they do wind up going out there, and they're glad they did it in most situations.
I'm telling you, I came up to Skydeck when my family came in town, and I was all aboard. Like, let's do the ledge together as a family activity, and everyone else was like, you can. Not us.
We built it. When I get to the top of the roller coaster, I say every bad word on the way down. I think it's the worst idea in the world. You can't change your mind. Here, you're in control the whole time. You take a couple steps on. You can do a handstand. You can sit. The most popular shot lately has been to sit. You look back with your legs up on the glass. You can jump on it. You can do different things. But again, we're getting into romance season right now too. So a lot of people will drop down to the knee. We capture the photos, and off they go with a really nice memory.
Yeah, one of my favorite videos from the ledge was the Bears rookies a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Hard Knocks, they came through. That was really great. And we had the Chicago White Sox up here as well in April. A few of the players, one player said that he was just in awe of the city from being up that high. But, they basically had 2 stop signs in town and was just starstruck by the amount of the skyline of how far we go. You can see up from miles and miles and miles from the top here. And I think that was just overwhelming for that person. And other people are like, I don't understand what this is. I don't know why anybody would do this. Other people can't wait to do it. They're doing the handstand. They're all fired up. They're getting all different crazy poses. And again, when we built it, we didn't build it with Instagram in mind, but it's one of the top Instagram places in the state, and we reap the benefits, and our guests get to have great opportunities to be creative.
Yeah, those Bears rookies, they're like so uber masculine, and then they got up there, and the pitch, I'm not sure if they've ever reached in their voice that they made.
It's not a natural experience. You weren't raised to step out of a perfectly fine skyscraper, let alone one of the tallest ones in the year. When I'm on it, I know everything about the project. My knees are still buckled a little bit, and I don't exactly know why, but it's all part of the experience.
How many times have you gone out on it?
I'm out there almost every day. So it's been a long time and a lot of great memories. And what really is exciting is just watching the guests' reactions to it. And you can do it. It's very voyeuristic. You can look from one ledge to the other, and a lot of times they don't even know you're there because they're so focused on their view, their experience. It's there. And
their life.
It's everything from excitement to happiness to romance to bewilderment to I don't even know what's going on right now. Those are good. We want you to have emotions when you come to the Skydeck and really feel things.
Absolutely. And then you all are doing your holiday decor. Tell me a little bit about that before we go.
Oh, thank you. We were literally setting up this morning and last night for holidays at the Skydeck. This will be our inaugural year. We are taking things to another level. We have a museum, a Skydeck world-class museum that stands on its own downstairs. We are transforming that into a little bit of a holiday wonderland with great decor, activations, surprise delights, really a good feel and vibe of the holidays. And then when you get up top, the views are spectacular. We have additional surprises. We've woven in some live entertainment. We have fitness classes with the holiday theme. We've got different music and live music and Santas and selfies with Santa. We really wanted to think over a 6-week period. What can we do to become a holiday tradition for a lot of people in the Chicagoland area? So, and I think we're going to nail it based on what I saw this morning.
Yeah, what is a brainstorming session like for you all? What are the things that you're trying to come up with from an experiential standpoint for the people who come out?
We want to be memorable, and whether they're from 606 whatever or they're from Bolivia, we want people to leave taking things with them, not just a check, this is something I did, which maybe a lot of places were how many years ago. That's not us. We're really looking from everything from our people to our experiences to our products. You make memories, and you're going to remember who you're doing it with. And if you're only with us for an hour or two, we want to be impactful. So that is really the focus of what we, in our meetings that we really look to is where can we make a memory? And that memory could be as simple as a picture. It could be a great backdrop for things. It could be just the feel while you're here. But that's really, it's a focus that we're never going to stop working on. And I think it shows, and we get great reviews. I think we're number 5 in the 1,600 things to do in TripAdvisor. And we don't lean on that. We want to get to the top spot. So this is really the focus, become experiential. And even if the local people in Chicagoland, if you came here on a second grade field trip, we're a different place. This is a place you're going to come, and people come from all over the world to see, and it's right in your backyard. It's a quick Metro CTA train, any kind of ride downtown. Come see us. Come from the city, pop in off the CTA. We're not going to disappoint you.
And how many people have come out thus far? I'm sure you all have some kind of running total.
Yeah, we're probably going to do close to 1.3 million people this year, which puts us in the top, I think, 2 or 3 in the city of Chicago. We really changed things, though. We put it on a time-based ticketing system, so we regulate the flow. We used to have the lines of the past of waiting to get to the top aren't here anymore. Basically, your queue is through the museum. You work your way to the top, and you're gonna have great memory. As I said, if you're from the city, suburbs, or from another country, it's really fun. This is a sense of pride for us. This isn't necessarily just a gig for a lot of us. This is something we know we represent the city from the antenna up top all the way down to the museum on the bottom. We're going to take great care of you.
Well, thank you again so much for popping in to tell us a little bit about this gender reveal that you all are getting ready to do for people and for everyone who is watching and listening. Remember, those entries are open right now until November 24th if you want to be a part of this opportunity and maybe be the lucky couple that's chosen. Thank you so much again.
Thank you very much.
All right, take care, and we'll be right back.